What's going on, everyone? Journalist is back for another video for your entertainment viewing consumption. Today, I'm here to do my WrestleMania 41 Vegas predictions for all the matches going to go down the card. I'm going to give my opinion on the match, the build, and who I think is going to win. And I am going to give y'all the real. I am not excited for WrestleMania this year. I know, shocker. Wow, a massive WWE fan is not excited about WrestleMania. I think the build to WrestleMania has been very lackluster, and that's me being nice. I think the WrestleMania build compared to last year, this year's has been ass. It's terrible. Complete dog shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if The Rock was meant to wrestle, and did he fuck plans up again? I don't think so. I'm disappointed in many of the matches going into Mania. There's people who are being left off the card who deserve to be on the card, like a Carmelo, like a Randy. I don't think Randy's probably gonna have a WrestleMania match. We're gonna see like a Sheamus. I don't know what happened, man. I am looking forward to WrestleMania. I'm gonna say that I'm excited because it's WrestleMania. But am I as hyped as I was last year? No. So like night one looks like a fucking SmackDown card, and SmackDown fucking sucks. I mean, come on, let's be real here. The Royal Rumble season was great. The Rumble was great, even though I do think Charlotte Flair shouldn't have won the Rumble. Jey Uso, in hindsight, probably should have won the Rumble. I'm not gonna hold you, we're gonna get to that. The Chamber was fantastic, but coming out of the Chamber, SmackDown has been dog shit. Weekly, just trash. SmackDown fucking sucks. Oh my God, SmackDown's terrible. And Raw has been all right. So let's go down the card. We're gonna go from night one to night two. Match one, War Raiders, Eric and Ivar versus the Drool Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. It's a Raw match. I don't care about this match. There's barely a fucking build going into it. I like the War Raiders, but you can tell WWE doesn't give a shit about the tag team division currently. And the fact that the Street Profits, the SmackDown tag champs, aren't defending their tag titles at WrestleMania. Like, come on, Triple H. Come on. Night two has 6 matches compared to night one 7. We can't get Montez and my nigga Dawkins on the fucking show. Are you serious? Like, come on. What are we doing? I don't know why we had 2 sets of tag team championships. I would just unify them. Keep the SmackDown tag titles, keep the way that belt looks, and get rid of the Raw pizza belts. Get rid of them ugly ass titles. I think the New Day is going to win. I do think they're going to win the tag titles. They have done nothing ever since turning on Big E. I thought Big E was going to factor into this New Day storyline a lot more, but I don't know if he isn't cleared. Like maybe they expected him to get cleared so he could come back and wrestle. I don't know what's going on there. This build has been dog shit. I don't care about this match. It's going to be a good match. It is. And I am going to predict the New Day are going to win. They need something. Ever since they turned heel, they have been up to a whole bunch of nothing, just fucking around with the LWO. Give them the tag titles and let's see what they do with it. Next match, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Frappuccino. Happy Rey is getting a WrestleMania match, but this El Grande Frappuccino shit, come on, man. This is what we're doing with Chad Gable. I don't like it. It's not complete trash, but I don't like the gimmick. Why couldn't it just be Chad Gable? Why we gotta give him a dumbass gimmick for? Chad Gable's going to win. Oh, I'm sorry, El Grande Frappuccino. He's going to win. I am expecting a W from El Grande Frappuccino. The only way Chad Gable could get fucking wins is by putting on a dumb luchador mask. Hey, man, listen. If this is how we're gonna build him getting towards the Intercontinental Championship, cool, whatever. And I have a feeling that we're going to get El Grande Americano versus another Hispanic wrestler, depending on who wins the Intercontinental Championship match. I can't say who it is yet, because I'm gonna spoil who I think is gonna win the IC title match. But I think you get where I'm coming from. This whole story is like Gable trying to conquer luchadors. I think that's gonna play into something later with him probably win the IC title. I know I don't really give a shit about Chad Gable anymore. Until he wins championship gold and is being pushed like he deserves to be pushed, I don't care. I'm giving it to El Grande America. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be fun. I have no doubt. Rey is still a hooper and Gable is great, but I don't like the gimmick too much. Next match, Cargill versus Naomi. Yes, this is one of the few matches on the card that generally has a decent build going into it. Heel Naomi is incredible.
I strongly advise you to proceed with caution.
Incredible. She is doing the best work in her career currently with her heel character because she's not really wrong. She got rid of Jade because Jade was holding Bianca back. That's true. But where she went wrong is instead of maybe talking to Bianca, she instead tried to murder Jade. So she is right, but the way she's doing things is the wrong way. Unless Bianca told Naomi to attack Jade. Just some food for thought. That might happen so they could turn Bianca heel and make her character really interesting again. Like KO, like they're justified in why they're heels, which I love it when heels are justified and you can understand why they're doing what they're doing, unlike Clambros in AEW. But I am going to give this win to Jay Cargill. I want Naomi to win. I'm not a huge Jay Cargill guy. She's all right. I'm not rooting for her at all. I actually want Naomi to win. Personally, I have Naomi win with the help of Jakara and Lash Legend. And maybe at Backlash, Jade could get her win back. But let's be real here. Jade's going to win. And I heard this is like the first women's match at WrestleMania that doesn't include a title or is a multi-man or tag match. It's just a one-on-one normal feud with two black women on the card. So I'll actually like that. I fuck with that. Jade's probably going to win, but I want Naomi to win. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu, you know what I mean? For the United States Championship. Now, I have a feeling that this is where we get I Hate You Solo. I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think LA Knight is going to retain his championship. Wow, Jorno, aren't you a big Jacob Fatu fan? I am. I love Jacob Fatu. And I would love for him to win that championship and maybe face Solo at Backlash. He will face Solo at Backlash. But I think Solo Sikoa is going to inadvertently or intentionally screw over Jacob. We have been seeing their tension build over these last few weeks on SmackDown. Again, don't watch SmackDown, just watch clips. Just watch Jacob, whatever the fuck Jacob Fatu is doing, okay? Just watch that, because everything else on the show is just trash, garbage. I think Solo, it's like Solo and Jacob feuds into Jacob. I think Solo is going to screw Jacob, and LA Knight is going to retain the championship. There's no way. They just put it back on him like a month ago just for him to lose it. I do think he will lose the title eventually, later on in the year, but not right now. Jacob Fatu is going to lose. And that is what's going to set up the Solo Jacob feud going into Backlash. It's the perfect pay-per-view to do it. I want Fatu to win, but let's be real. Knight's going to retain. Next match, Tiffany Stratton for Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. Oh my God. This feud, man. Charlotte should not have won the Rumble. Charlotte Flair was a terrible choice to win the Rumble. It plays to be Ric Flair's daughter. It plays to be Triple H's favorite, okay? Bianca Belair should have won the Rumble, and Charlotte should have won the Chamber. So at least we could feel like Charlotte earned it. But with Charlotte winning the Rumble, which was a terrible fucking decision, which I think the Women's Rumble was great, except that Charlotte Flair came back to try to be a babyface. We booed her. I don't give a fuck about Charlotte Flair. I'm not really a big Charlotte Flair fan. She's my least favorite out of the Horsewomen. She has been given everything. Her 14, 15 championship reigns, and I can't remember one. Charlotte Flair to me is overrated. I don't hate Charlotte. I just don't care for her. Charlotte Flair needs to lose. Tiffany is like, what, 25, 26? Charlotte's damn near 40. There is no reason on this planet Earth why Charlotte Flair needs to beat Tiffany Stratton. She needs to do for Tiffy what she did for Rhea at 39 and put Tiffany Stratton over. This feud has been dog shit. It's one of the worst feuds in the company. The only reason why I'm interested in it was because of when they went script and start yelling at each other. When Tiffany brought up Charlotte's multiple divorces.
You're gonna be just like you are outside of the ring. Alone. What is that record? Like what? 0-3? Woo!
And Charlotte talking about Kaiser's in my DMs. No, he ain't.
Hey, Tiffany, is that why Kaiser's in my DMs?
If Kaiser's in your DMs, Kaiser's a dumb fuck. Ain't no way in hell. Tiffany Stratton needs to retain. I don't want to hear, oh, Charlotte can beat Tiffy and then Tiffy can win, something and get back to Charlotte at SummerSlam. No, I don't want to see Charlotte with the championship. I don't want to see that shit at all whatsoever. Tiffany beat Charlotte, proves she is the main woman in the division, and then we keep it going with Tiffany as champion throughout the rest of the year. That's the only right decision. Stratton cannot lose. I don't want to see her lose, bruh. I don't want to see Charlotte win this shit. She does not need and or deserve another championship. No. What, so she can break her daddy's record and become 16-time? Would it be 15, 16-time? I want to see that shit. Tiffany wins, period, point blank. Gunther, the ring general versus Jey Uso. Not so main event Jey Uso. He ain't main eventing WrestleMania. Have you noticed both winners of the Royal Rumble are not main eventing WrestleMania this year? Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? I find that hilarious, to be honest with you, because neither match deserves for main event WrestleMania. Let's be real here. Tiffany and Charlotte does not nowhere near WrestleMania main event quality. Neither is Jey and Gunther. This feud is one of the most disappointing things in the company. I thought this was going to be some good shit. Jay's great on the mic, not in the ring, and Gunther's fantastic. The first, I'd say 70% was complete trash. Jey lost 3 times to Gunther, won the Rumble. I still don't mind Jey Uso winning the Rumble, but oh my God, the build where he was messing around with the Alpha Academy, the Beta Academy, Gunther messing around with the Beta Academy, fucking Jey fucking around with the A-Town Clowns, garbage, same shit every week. Jey beats up A-Town Clowns, Gunther comes out, chokes him out, repeat the next week. Fucking Gunther's beating up on Alpha Academy, Jey comes to save him, repeat next week, same shit. It was the same fucking shit. It's like WWE did not know how to build this feud. It was garbage. Garbage. I was at the point where I wanted Gunther to retain. And Jey was botching in the ring. I still like Jey Uso, but I'm like, holy shit. What the fuck is this feud? I was getting to the point where does Jey deserve this spot to be the next world champion? It's exactly what's gonna happen because Jey Uso's going to defeat Gunther. I do admit that when Gunther destroyed Big Jim, this is when the story actually got better and where the story improved. So I'll say WWE did somewhat save this storyline by having this happen. But my concern and complaint is, why didn't this happen from jump to set the tone of the feud? Why did you wait 2 to 3 weeks before Mania to actually make this shit interesting? And Jey's promo after this was fantastic, but this still didn't save the feud for me. Which is sad, because what was it, Gunther defending his title against Axiom and everybody else that had nothing to do with Jey Uso was great. This guy's reign has been very disappointing compared to his Intercontinental Championship reign. He has brought so much prestige to that Intercontinental Championship that I expected him to elevate the world title to heights unforeseen. Because we all know the world title is the second number 2 in the company. Like the WWE title is number 1. This right here, the world title feels like a mid-card belt to me. Gunther's reign has been very mediocre. He was feuding with Priest, Balor, like he was feuding with niggas that we already seen him feud before and it wasn't interesting. He became a little pussy when he was feuding with Priest. I was like, what the fuck is this? Jey Uso, sadly, is going to defeat Gunther. You cannot have Jey lose back-to-back 3 times, win the Rumble, and then waste that Rumble win and have Jey lose. You can't do that. You can't. Do I want Jey Uso to win? No, I don't. I personally want Gunther to retain. Jey in ring has not been good. The only time he's been good is with his brother Jimmy. I'm not a huge fan of in-ring Jey Uso. He hasn't really blew me away. I love Jey because of his story, of how he was a tag team wrestler, his storyline with the bloodline, and how he broke out and became a single star all on his own. That's why I like Jey, because he got himself over and he maintained that hype for 2 years straight. That's why I like Jey. But last year, he had one of the worst matches in WrestleMania history with his brother Jimmy. I was like, oh my fucking God. But now he needs to show the fuck out. I am going with Jey Uso to win the World Heavyweight title. I don't want that to happen, but it's going to happen, and I'm not expecting a good reign. I think he's probably going to drop it at SummerSlam to Bronson Reed, but other than that, Gunther is going to lose that world title. Great. Main event, Reigns, Punk, Rollins. I am somewhat excited for this match. This deserves to be the WrestleMania main event. Compared to the rest of night one, did you hear me break down the rest of the card? And niggas are really complaining why this is the main event of night one. Really? This is the only match on the fucking card of night one that deserves to main event. Rollins, Reigns, Punk. I thought the build was all right. I really feel like Reigns could have showed up a bit more for the build, but it's CM Punk's first main event. Second City Saint, finally main event in WrestleMania. The story pretty much is they are fighting for the heart of WWE. Whoever wins this match, and I have a problem with this, by the way. Why isn't there like a number one contendership for a world title coming out of this at Backlash? I don't know why there isn't a stipulation like, hey, whoever wins this match gets to go after a world championship. I don't know why. I like the storyline between Reigns and Punk involving Paul Heyman choosing a side. He chose Punk. Rollins being injected into here, pretty much making Reigns' life a living hell, telling Roman that you should have let me finish off Punk, and now look what he's doing. He's fucking you over. I like the feud. It's not bad at all. It's one of the best built matches on the fucking card. But the problem is, I don't feel the same hype as I felt last year going into this year's Mania. Granted, we have The Rock on the Mania card. Granted, we had a 2-year-long story with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns finally being paid off. But this shit, I mean, I'm excited, but I'm not hyped. You feel me? I'm gonna go for Seth Rollins to win this match and pin CM Punk, and he is going to win this main event match. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Roman Reigns is not going to win. I don't think there's a reason for him to win. Punk is not going to win. Him main eventing WrestleMania is enough. Punk has been pinning Seth Rollins left and right. Left and fucking right. Rollins has not gotten over on fucking Punk yet. I think this is where Rollins wins. He's gonna win this match, and I think Paul Heyman may or may not turn on Reigns and Punk. Now, I don't think he's gonna side with Seth. I think he's just gonna walk out and say, fuck this shit. And I think he's gonna go join up and be with Braun Breaker and be his advocate, because I think Braun Breaker is losing that IC title. I'm gonna get into that. That's my prediction. I'm gonna get into that. Rollins wins this night 2. Raquel and Morgan versus Lyra and Bayley. Why is the women's Intercontinental Champion not defending her title at WrestleMania? Why is the women's Intercontinental Champion wrestling for the tag titles at Mania? What the fuck is going on here? Why isn't the women's United States Champion at WrestleMania? Triple H? What the fuck is going on here? This isn't the match I wanted to see. I thought we're gonna get Roxanne versus Lyra. That's what I thought. Or Bayley and Roxanne versus Lyra. I would have let the tag team championships off Mania. But Liv has been hooping so much lately. Liv has been fantastic that you gotta get Liv on the Mania card. Liv cannot skip WrestleMania. I understand why they did this, but I don't care for this match at all. Liv and Raquel are going to retain. There's not really a story going into this whatsoever. And Bayley beat Liv on Raw, right? Yeah, she did. So I'm going for Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to retain. There's no reason why they should drop those titles. I mean, they're pretty much the here nigga damn titles, just to give Liv some gold because of her work with Rhea. You know, I didn't like that storyline near the end at all. Bayley and Lyra more likely are going to lose. And through that loss, I am going to turn Lyra Valkyria heel, not Bayley, because we're all expecting Bayley to turn heel, right? How long was Bayley heel? For like 5-6 years? I don't want to see heel Bayley again. Babyface Bayley is boring, but I think we need to turn Lyra heel. Lyra needs something. She's likable, but she needs an edge to her. And I think turning her heel and having her beat Bayley in another fantastic match, leading to maybe Roxanne coming in and taking the title off her or something like that, I will go for that. So I'm going for Liv and Raquel to retain. Styles and Paul, again, build for this match hasn't really been that good either. There is no reason for Logan Paul to win this match. He retained his US title last year at WrestleMania, and AJ Styles lost his match against Knight last year. I'm going for AJ Styles to retain to win the match. AJ Styles is gonna win. I think this is gonna be a sleeper hit. I think it's gonna be entertaining and fun. I'm actually really fucking with this. I'm gonna fuck with it a lot. Again, I don't like Logan Paul, but when it comes to big Mania matches, he's going to deliver. He's going to deliver. Expect an idiot to appear and spawn in and attempt to help Logan Paul win, and he's going to fail, and AJ Styles will defeat Logan Paul. Is this the Styles match I wanted at WrestleMania? No. I wanted him involved in the IC title match, but they teased it, but then glossed right over it. I don't know why. Breaker versus Penta versus Balor versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Multi-man match mania. Multi-man match mania. Oh, man. Why would we book singles feuds that we actually have to have good creative for? We could just lump everybody together in a multi-man match and get everybody on the card. Because last year people were complaining, why isn't this person on the card? Why isn't that person on the card? Look at this shit. The build hasn't really been good. Penta's only in here because he's won a lot of matches and to shove it in Tony Khan's ass and to shove it in Tony Khan's face. Balor and Dominic are in here for storyline purposes. The story between Balor and Dominic is the meat of the sandwich. Breaker is going to lose this title. I think Dominic Mysterio is going to win the IC title, and I think Dominic Mysterio is going to walk out as champ by pinning Finn Balor. Finn Balor, he sucks. He's trash. He's washed up. He's a show for himself. Him and Shinsuke Nakamura are done with me. I have no faith in Finn Balor anymore. Penta is in the match. He's not going to win it. He will win the IC title, but probably later on in the year. I do think he'll probably beat Dominic for it. I think it's time. Let's do a shock victory, a shock win. I have Dominic Mysterio fuck over Balor, pin him and win. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I have Paul Heyman pair up with Braun Breaker going forward after WrestleMania season. I would not mind a Dominic Mysterio Intercontinental Championship reign. I think it will be entertaining to see a chicken shit, dick heel constantly try to get out of defending the title and constantly cheat to retain the championship. And plus, it will add more gold to the Judgment Day. That's what I'm doing right there. Again, Braun Breaker will be fine. Penta will be fine. Finn Balor is only in the match to take the pin. He's not winning. I don't want to see Finn Balor as IC champ. I don't care about Finn Balor. Dominic Mysterio is going to win that title. Priest versus McIntyre, Sin City Street fight. I'm not going to tell you I care about this feud either. This is a SmackDown match. SmackDown match. It should have been Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, and we should have got Punk versus Rollins. This is exactly what should have been the match here. McIntyre was hunting the bloodline for a few weeks, and then he just gave up on it and started fucking around with Priest. Really? That's what we're doing. Again, no hate on Priest. I like Priest, but this shouldn't have been the WrestleMania match. There is a story, though. The Priest taking the title from Drew at Mania, pinning Drew at, Clash the Castle, pinning Drew again at Money in the Bank, throwing him out of the chamber. Throwing him out of the Rumble, pinning him at the chamber. There's a story here. There is. It's not a great story, but there's something. This is going to be a decent match. I'm just not excited for it. McIntyre is going to get his win back. McIntyre is going to defeat Damian Priest, and he is going to hopefully be involved in a championship, world championship title scene later on going to the summer. If he isn't champion going into the winter or going into the late summer months, we're doing something wrong here. We're doing something wrong here. McIntyre is going to defeat Damian Priest. Sky, Belair, and Rhea for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Again, the build has been all right. Most of these matches, I will say all of these matches, I can't really tell you that the build has been fantastic, save for the night one main event. Night one looks like fucking shit. My God damn it. But half the card is SmackDown matches or fucking house show matches. Night two looks a little bit better. I am excited for this. One of the most hype matches in WrestleMania. But personally, I think there's two ways this is going to go. The first way, I think Bianca Belair is going to win the title. That's the first way it's going to go. Belair could win the belt, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Io Sky is either going to retain because Bianca and Rhea are going to get in each other's way and going to lose sight of the true goal. And I think Rhea could win because Rhea has never defeated Io Sky before, has she? No, she hasn't. That's another storyline that they can tell. I think Io's going to retain. There's no reason why you just put the fucking championship on her just to take it off of her right like that. I have Io retain because Bianca and Rhea are bickering with each other and they could not focus on the main prize, and that is defeating Io, and that is winning the world title. I think Io's going to retain. Bianca's not going to win. I wouldn't mind it if she wins, but I don't see it. I think she's going to turn heel and join Naomi over in SmackDown. That's what I'm predicting. That's what I'm predicting. I would love to see heel Bianca. If she wins the title, I don't mind her being on Raw. I have no problem with that. Rhea is a high possibility. I know some people don't want to see it because they're tired of Rhea. I like Rhea, but I'm slightly getting a little tired of her as well. I think maybe she needs to go back to being a heel or something. Rhea more likely is going to win. More and likely, she's going to defeat Io and pin Io and win the world title. But I think Io Sky is going to retain. That's what I'm doing to keep things unpredictable. Because if Rhea wins, it's going to be so fucking predictable. And Rhea does not need the title. Rhea does not need the championship. Bianca does not need the championship right now. I'm keeping it on Io Sky, and I'm having Io feud with maybe Kairi or Asuka post WrestleMania. Main event, night 2, Rhodes versus Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. When I tell you this is one of the most disappointing match builds I have ever seen in my life, ever. This feud has been extremely disappointing. An amazing heel turn at the Chamber. We come out the Chamber. Going into Mania, we have 2 promo segments with Cena and Rhodes. Cena cuts a good promo. Rhodes comes out, Cena leaves. Okay, that's it. Okay, I know they're gonna book whatever the fuck they want for these international crowds, so I'm gonna need a lot more than that, buddy. Third promo, Cena, Rhodes, fantastic. Loved it, yes. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now I'm starting to feel the wait, what? What do you mean Cena's gonna disappear for 2 to 3 weeks and not be on television, and Cody has to cut the same fucking promos on Raw and SmackDown over and over again in an attempt to fucking carry the match build? What do you mean The Rock is gonna disappear into WrestleMania? What do you mean? Well, that makes no fucking sense. Why is The Rock disappearing to WrestleMania when the fucking heel turn was so fantastic? The Rock should have been on television fucking with Cody when Cena isn't there. Making his he told Rhodes, if you don't sell your soul to me, your dream dies at Mania. I am going to fuck you over. What happened to that? Where has The Rock been? Nowhere to be found. Cena has been missing for 2 fucking weeks. Damn near 3 weeks. This build to me has been very disappointing. Cody coming out cutting the same tired diatribe promos over and over again in an attempt to carry this shit. Hell nah. This is one of the reasons why this WrestleMania to me has been very disappointing. This build right here, we only got one genuine good segment from this build when Cody and Cena went back to back. Other than that, disappointing. Very disappointing. I'm more excited for Reigns, Punk, and Rollins than Rhodes versus Cena. They fumbled this big time. This could have been a generational feud. And now, we're just gonna give it to Cena. Cena's gonna win. There's no reason why for Cody Rhodes to retain the title. I don't see it. There's no way you do a heel turn like that just to have Cena lose. You can't do that. Cena is going to win thanks to the help of The Rock. The Rock is going to fuck Cody over in some which way. Maybe I think is going to be a crazy match. I think Stone Cold might make an appearance. We might get a bit of that bloodline rules from last year. Cena's gonna win. He's gonna break the record. He's gonna win number 17. Why do you think that, Jorno? Because Cena is slated to appear a lot after WrestleMania. Cody isn't slated to appear at the Raw after WrestleMania. And Randy Orton is going to be in the main event of Backlash. I wonder who Randy Orton is going to face at Backlash in his hometown. Oh, that's right, a heel John Cena for the WWE Championship. Cena wins. I think it's pretty obvious. I don't want to see Cody retain. Cody is a better chaser than the champion. He has been a great champion, but I think it's time to take the title off Cody. Cody can chase the championship. Maybe he could turn heel, go on Raw, win the world title, maybe feud with Roman Reigns going into next year's WrestleMania. Something. I don't know. I think Cena wins, takes the title off Cody. Cody could win Money in the Bank or something and get his title match later on in the year and win his title back. That's exactly what I think is gonna happen. That's my predictions for night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, favorite. Road to 100,000 subscribers. More WWE content on the way. I'm taking a break from AEW. I can't do that shit no more. I can't. Tony Khan's gonna make me fucking go berserk and bananas. I can't fucking do it, okay? Raw, NXT coming up next, and I'm gonna review SmackDown later on in the week. I'm getting up out of here. Hit the outro.